Welcome to Houston, Texas, and Rice Stadium, home to the Owls. As we'll see a squad from the American, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on a conference rival from the American, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Pirates will boot it away to start the game. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Rice Owls offense will go on the attack first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
The Owls with the 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with the lone back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Pirates offense has its first opportunity of the day. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressures. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Hauser. Quickly to the tight end. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
The Pirates come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Working that left side. They'll immediately call timeout. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Pirates with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Timeout, East Carolina.
Looking to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, East Carolina.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pressure coming. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the run, it's Bishop. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Caught in the backfield. It's Bishop. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to pass. It's Turner. Fires on the run. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Houston. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They'll open the second half with a run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Pirates in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to take the top off. He's got it down the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Alabama was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen over the years. Roll Tide, sure, but this one lacked any real style points. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking for a man. It's Turner. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. turning it on. Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed behind the line. It's Montgomery. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the 1st down. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking to throw on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. Touchdown, Owls! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
10, Rice, 7.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Grabbed in the middle, it's Connor. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A 7-yard pickup, it'll be 2nd and 3. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Dropping back, it's Hauser. He's got him. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team falling into a 3-game losing streak. They are wounded, reeling, and they've had their confidence shaken.
It's been ugly. There's no other way to spin it. This is very ungood, not good. Got to find some way to get this turned around. Got to make more plays. This is something that's frustrating, but let's not let it define your dynasty, right? Fix it, get it back together, try to pull some wins, try to figure this thing out.
It's frustrating too, David, because this is a team that has a lot of talent. I think part of the problem these last couple of games